The secretary walks into the boss's office and says politely, "Boss, this is Julie, the new driver. The previous driver has resigned. From now on, Julie will be driving for you." The boss asks curiously, "Why did you hire a woman as a driver?" Just as the secretary is about to answer, Julie says confidently, "Boss, even though I'm a woman driver, As soon as she notices the jade pendant around the boss's neck, she thinks silently, "It's him, my childhood friend, the one I spent my entire childhood with. I've been looking for him all these years, and today I finally found him." Seeing her lost in thought, the secretary asks curiously, "What are you thinking about?" Julie says confidently, "Boss, even though I'm a woman driver, I've been driving for more than 10 years. Why don't you give me a chance first? If you're not satisfied, you can fire me at any time. I won't take a single dollar in salary during that trial period." The boss says firmly, "Take her and get her started." The secretary replies respectfully, "Yes, boss." Then she turns to Julie and says seriously, "And listen, don't talk so much from now on. Focus more on your work, understand? Let's go." Later, when the boss goes out for a walk, he sees Julie standing nearby and asks curiously, "What are you doing here?" Julie says politely, "Boss, this place is pretty remote. I was worried you might suddenly need the car, so I stayed here and waited for you." The boss says kindly, "Yeah, this park is pretty far out. You haven't eaten yet, have you? Come on, let's go get something to eat." Julie replies politely, "No, boss, that's not necessary. I'll go back and eat later. I don't want you wasting your time because of me." The boss says calmly, "All right then, I'll head back and eat." The next day, the boss talks on the phone and says angrily, "How many times have I told you to be careful? Pay attention to safety procedures. Why is this equipment scattered everywhere? Get the supervisor over here immediately." Julie says gently, "Boss, please don't get upset. You haven't eaten anything all day. Why don't you go sit in the car and rest for a while? I'll wait for the person in charge." The boss replies calmly, "It's okay. I'm used to this." Julie says thoughtfully, "I already turned on the air conditioning in the car. You should go get some rest. I'll wait for the manager. As soon as he gets here, I'll let you know right away." The boss says approvingly, "All right, I'll leave it to you." That night, after finishing work, the boss walks outside and sees Julie still waiting beside the car. He asks surprisingly, "It's already 2 in the morning. Why haven't you gone home yet?" Julie replies sincerely, "Boss, I was waiting for you to finish work." The boss says casually, "I can drive myself home." Julie responds seriously, "How could I let that happen? It's 2 or 3 in the morning. It's not safe for someone to drive home alone at this hour. Besides, I'm your driver. Getting you home safely is my responsibility." The boss says confidently, "I'm a grown man. What could possibly happen to me?" Julie says playfully, "You still need protection too, don't you? When we were kids, I was always the one protecting you. That's because I was older than you." The boss asks suspiciously, "What did you just say?" Julie replies quickly, "Nothing, boss. Please get in the car." The next day, Julie walks into the office carrying a file. She sees the boss sleeping at his desk. She quietly picks up a coat and gently places it over his shoulders so he won't get cold. Just then, the boss wakes up. Julie says apologetically, "I'm sorry, boss. I didn't mean to wake you." The boss says kindly, "It's all right. You've been working very hard lately too. Take a couple of days off." Julie asks surprisingly, "A vacation? I don't need one." The boss asks curiously, "Don't you need to go home and spend time with your husband and kids?" Julie replies honestly, "I've never even been married. Where would a husband and children come from?" The boss says surprisingly, "You're already this age and still not married? Your family must be pressuring you." Julie replies sadly, "Yes, my parents keep encouraging me, but I don't want to get married because there's only ever been one person in my heart." The boss says admiringly, "I didn't expect you to be that loyal. By the way, I've never asked, where are you from?" Julie answers calmly, "I'm from Jilin, and the person I love is from there too." The boss asks hopefully, "Jilin? Have you ever met anyone there who has a jade pendant like mine?" Julie replies naturally, "Boss, Jilin is a huge place. How could I possibly know everyone there? The weather is nice today. I'm going to wash the car." The boss says thoughtfully, "Yeah, there are a lot of people in Jilin. I guess that was a long shot." After leaving the office, Julie takes out her pendant and stares at it nostalgically. Just then, the secretary walks over and says curiously, "That pendant looks very familiar. It looks exactly like the boss's pendant. Could she be the person he's been searching for?" As soon as the secretary tries to speak to her, Julie leaves hurriedly. The secretary immediately enters the boss's office and says excitedly, "I have some great news for you. There's something you need to hear." The boss says attentively, "All right, tell me." The secretary secretary says happily, "Congratulations! You finally found your childhood sweetheart!" The boss stands up and asks eagerly, "Who is it? Stop being mysterious and get to the point." The secretary replies quickly, "It's our new driver! I just saw her outside. She has a pendant exactly like yours." The boss says excitedly, "Hurry! Bring her to my office right now! And don't let her leave!" The secretary rushes out immediately. A short time later, Julie enters the office and says respectfully, "Boss, you wanted to see me?" The boss asks emotionally, "Do you have a pendant just like mine? You're my childhood friend, aren't you? You've been working in my company all this time. Why didn't you tell me? I've missed you for all these years. I've been searching for you non-stop. Do you know that?" Julie lowers her head and says emotionally, "The truth is, I recognized you on my very first day here. You can't imagine how happy I was. Every time I drove you to the office or took you home, I wanted to tell you everything. But now you're the owner of this company, and I'm just an ordinary employee, just a simple driver. I'm not worthy of you anymore. This is my resignation letter. I've thought about it for a long time. I think it's best if I leave the company. I don't want to stand in your way. You deserve someone much better than me. I hope you'll approve it soon." The boss says firmly, "Stop! After all these years, we've finally found each other again. Is that really the answer you want to give me? I won't accept it. And there's something else you should know. Do you know why I've worked so hard all these years? Because I wanted to find you someday. Because I wanted to give you a better life. We finally found each other after so much time. Please don't leave me again, okay? From this day forward, stay by my side, all right?" Julie smiles tearfully and says happily, "Okay, from now on, I'll stay by your side and always support you. Everyone, after more than 10 years apart, I finally found my childhood love. Now we're going to live happily ever after. Will you keep us in your prayers?"